those who know me would know that I have a huge interest for foreign languages. For me, it's actually quite depressing that there are so many unilingual people on the earth. Is that even a term? Okay, Google. How many unilingual people are there?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Well, sometimes it's useful. To think that humans have interacted with other humans for about 6,000 years, and still about 40% of the population nation is only unilingual. Oh. Polyglots, which are people that can speak, that have a high degree of fluency in 5 or more languages. Guess how many there are? 1 per 1,000. You can take 1,000 people and only one of them would know more than 5 languages. Seriously, we've had about 6,000 years of interaction to interact with other people. And you're saying, wait, did you just say we've had 6,000 years of interaction? Well, there are 2 reasons why I said that. One, people have not existed for hundreds of thousands of years. Yes, that makes no sense considering the fact that that stuff like farming and spoken language didn't exist until the Neolithic period between 10,000 and 6,000 years ago. So, yet some people say that humans have been around for 200,000 years in the Homo sapiens state. You mean to tell me that humans have been in the same state of awareness as they are at the same? They've been exactly the same. They've had the same intelligence for 200,000 years, and they couldn't develop a spoken language until around 8,000 years ago? Preposterous. And also writing and civilization developed between 6,000 and 5,000 years ago. How much sense does we've been around for 200,000 years argument make sense now? So, yeah, people have only been around for about for less than 10,000 years. Yes. And plus, not only that, spoken language has only been around for less than 10,000 years. Another reason for why the human race can only be 6,000 years old. So the human race has been around contacting each other for 6,000 years, and still so many people can only speak one language. Anyway, that is why I think bilingualism or trilingualism is very important. Heck, maybe in quadrilingual, or heck, maybe even tetralingualism or polylingualism. In fact, it's so depressing that out of every 1,000 people, only one has fluency in at least 5 languages. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Arabic alphabet. There's Alif, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'll just go say what's on the top of my head. Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha. Okay. The Semitic alphabet also had 2 different letters. The Semitic and Greek alphabets also had 2 different letters for the T sound and the Th sound. Jin, is that supposed to resemble the J sound? That's excellent, because the Semitic alphabet didn't have that, and neither does the Greek alphabet, if we're fully honest. Ha, ro, dal, dal. What? We have 2 D sounds. Well, actually, there's a lot more, but we'll get into those later. Ra, we got into ro, and now ra. Aren't they both supposed to represent the R sounds? This is weird. Zai, sin, shin, sod. I'm guessing that there's one for each of the Greek S's, which is also related to the Semitic S's. Is Samak or Simkath in Aramaic, Sathe, and Shin in Xi, Sigma, and Psi. And Xi is where our modern X comes from. In fact, the X even sometimes the X even makes the same sound as the original Greek letter Xi. Xylophone probably had its origin in the Greek language. But which of the S's does it come? I think it will come. I think Xi matches the Semitic Simkath simply because of its placement between N and O. Mu, Kappa, Lambda, Mu, Nu, Xi, Omicron. That's K, L, M, N, X, O. What do we see here? K, L, M, N, X, O, P. There's also P in there. And the letters before that are also similar. So, which one? I think that it's probably Sod that represents Xi. But what about Sigma and Psi? I don't know, I'm just going to go off the top of my head and say that Psi probably represents the Semitic Sathe, which of course means Sigma matches Shin. Yes, I know that doesn't perfectly match the placement of the letters, but who says that we have to be perfect? Well, if we're going by... Wait, actually it does. Is Resh, Sigma, Tau. Resh, Shin, Tau. Rho, Sigma, Tau. R, Sh, T. R, Sh, T. Yep. And Psi could be Sathe, because of Kof, which represents the Q sound. Chi also represents the Q sound. And what is it next to? The letter Psi. And Shin definitely represents the Semitic Shin. Wow. 10 letters, and we're only 9 minutes and we're only halfway through. Sod that means Sin represents Sathe. Now, Dod, okay, 3 EDs, I don't see why you would need that. To, okay, 2 T's, I don't think you would need that. Da, Arabic, why would you need 4 D's? Note to self, the Arabic language is very promiscuous. I don't know if I was allowed to say that. Ain, probably representing the Semitic Ayin. Gain, which probably represents the Semitic Gimel, pronounced Gamal in Aramaic. Fa, Ain, Gain, Fa, Kof. Note to self, the Arabic alphabet is very rude. Ka, Lam, Mim, Nun. So back to similarities with the original Semitic. Well, technically, Kof, which represents the Q sound, is also similar to the Semitic Ha. You already have another Ha right here. What sound is Ha even supposed to represent? Wow. That's clearly Semitic, despite Arabics usually hating the Jews. Their alphabet is clearly descendant from the Semitic alphabet. Well, technically, every alphabet is descendant from the three Semitic alphabets: Phoenician, Hebrew, and Syria, and Aramaic. Phoenician, Hebrew, Aramaic. Back to the Waw and Ya. Ya, why are there marks in front of these letters? Is that supposed to, on top of certain letters, is that supposed to affect the pronunciation? I hope so, because these letters are really weird and really rude. And also very promiscuous. So that was the Arabic phonetic alphabet. Like this video if you want to see me go over more alphabets that are hopefully not as rude as the Arabic alphabet. Seriously, look at the Arabic alphabet telling me to fa, cough. Seriously. Note. Okay, Google. Make a note. The Arabic alphabet is very rude.
Saving note.
Okay, Google. Make a note. Do not visit any Arabic countries.
Saving note.
Okay, Google. Read me my notes.
Saving note.
Okay, Google. Stop making notes.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
Okay, Google. Delete all notes.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, Google. Delete all notes and reminders.
If you just asked to delete all notes and reminder, there are none set at the moment.
You literally just made 3 notes right now.